They feel like they wasted their time on the internet? You sound wise for 18. 61-year-old ex-teacher here. Sigh, it's not just you. I feel you, brother. I'm wasting time on a screen right now. Intentionally. Maybe be more intentional with it. Single. Child-free women. What sort of BS are you hearing from family this holiday season? My mother kept pestering me about having kids and saying I'll change my mind, but luckily I have an amazing sister who sticks up for me as well and tells her to stop bothering me and to respect my choice. She already has 3 grandchildren. I think I'm fine with not having kids. I'm interfile due chemotherapy, plus I never really wanted kids and my dad doesn't understand that. You have to be a mother, WTF. Even if I wanted some. The chances are very low and the therapy for this are extremely expensive. A good friend already paid $11,000 with her husband without any success. I also never met a man, in their 20s, who said he don't want kids. Only women. Every person I know who had cancer gets ghosted immediately after saying that they're a bit or very interfile because of therapy. Dying alone is the only option, or maybe with 50 years there are better chances. I'm so sick. They sheltered me from getting any type of attention from boys growing up, and now that I turned 18 they want to talk me into getting married early, cultural thing. It's all the aunties talk about. Oh, you're a grown woman now, you need to marry early and have kids. I can't even look at a man. Never kissed or anything. Your beauty will fade soon and you'll lose all of your chances of finding happiness just because I'm not ready for a relationship right now and I refuse to go out with lame family friends they try to set me up with. And I'm still 23 FFS. None. My family saw what I went through with the last long-term relationships and are very supportive. They would rather see me single and happy than suggest I find someone just for the sake of not being alone. I've learned the hard way that I'd rather be single than unhappily attached. Have you ever dated or been with somebody with the complete opposite political views to you? Interesting discussions. Sounds like it can work for some people. Personally, I have strong political opinions and have had relationships where we disagree about many things, which is fine. But I personally would never be in a long-term relationship with someone who has a vastly different political/religious worldview than mine, mostly because it's a topic that is generally brought up early enough and I honestly would find it unattractive if someone would deny climate change. Think the earth is flat. Heavily lean on astrology as their source of philosophy. Ect. Yes, I have. We stayed in the relationship because we were able to agree to disagree. Like rational, thoughtful human beings who haven't been conditioned by social media, and most media, to immediately assume that anyone who doesn't share our exact political views are horrible people who should be shunned. As far as basic human values. Caring about our family. Caring about our friends. Trying to always be good people. We were 100% on the same page. It was a good relationship for 6 years. We ended up splitting up, but it had zero to do with politics. I had it happen mid-relationship. When we first got together we had very similar politics. But then he went down a left-wing rabbit hole and started believing every conspiracy theory about Hillary Clinton. And he became like Marxist. But was happy to run up my Amazon bills. I mean, he could rant about capitalists, but he knew how to hit that add to cart button. I can tell you that. He couldn't afford to buy his own stuff. But he could afford to donate to Bernie Sanders weekly. Finally, I just couldn't take his unhinged Hillary hate anymore. And I showed him the door. It was honestly a great day. I still had to pay the Amazon bill he had racked up though. Day drink alcohol immediately whenever you see your parents who are overly expecting you to get pregnant? 150% at my in-laws. When I was younger. They know I've gone through menopause. And I still make sure to drink at least once. Just for fun. Decline next time. When they inquire about pregnancy say you can't drink with the preventative antibiotics prescribed after the abortion. That's hilarious. Wish I had had the opportunity to do that, lol. Thanks for the idea. Ordinarily I don't like the flavor of most alcohol. But if it keeps my parents from thinking my body is a safe place for a fetus, I'll drink. Similarly, I threw up at work the other day because of food poisoning. Now all of my coworkers are convinced I'm pregnant even though they know my husband had a vasectomy. One of them tried to convince me it was a Christmas miracle. I told her in that case I would be having a Christmas abortion. I recently stopped drinking due to my medication. Everyone was suddenly oohing at me every time I said no thanks. I've stopped and quit. It's really gross and annoying. If someone called you boyfriend material in club, how would you react? Not sure it's anything to act on. But it does seem a little out of place to hear that so soon. I'd be on the lookout for love bombing. The fact that you questioned it enough to post about it is also its own indicator of something amiss. It means you are stable and reliable. Someone she will try to capture and quat. Honestly, it's kinda of an insult. Imagine if you said to a girl you're quick material, not wife material XD. Breaks loose. Most girls want to be wife material while most guys want to be in quat material. We are exactly the opposite. Reason is most girls don't want to be used for only. And most guys don't want to be used for resources and emotional support only. PD, if you're gonna say you are material, just don't. Imagine the surprise you'll get when you realize people don't like to be reduced to materials like they are in a construction site. I mean, people are allowed to change their minds. You may come to have deeper feelings. But if you, that won't be the case and you just want casual friends/fuck buddies at most, /do/be honest with her about that fact. For all the talk in these forums about the frustration with the all men are trash rhetoric. A lady's heart can be a delicate thing. If she's chosen to open it to you, make sure to treat it with care. Whatever you decide. You are halfway to being in her friend zone. Boyfriend material means maybe I'll come back to this guy after I've had my fun with the guys I think are hot and want to. Perhaps bringing a child or two with me and quad. Do me a favor. If you go out with her, spend a bit of cash on her and then she says either she doesn't see you that way or she isn't ready for anything right now and quad. Let me know. Then you'll be 100% friend zoned.